What's up, guys? I'm John and you're watching Johnny Fabs, and today we are working on the Datsun project. So we just pulled it out, we power washed the shop up, and we're going to start working on this project again. So I think we're going to be working on the roll cage today and getting that tacked up, and that way we can get our location for the crossbars, and then we can start making the floor pans. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of the older videos, but this is a 280zx 82, and we are going to put an S30 rear subframe back here, and then it's going to get an LS1, and that's going to be turboed with a T56 trans. So today we're just going to be working on more of the metal fabrication work, and we're going to get into it right now. So here is our 10-point roll cage from Jegs. It is not for a 280zx, it's actually for a 280z, but they don't sell one for a ZX. So hopefully this should fit. So we're going to start mocking this up inside, and then you can see in the inside our frame rails that we added because these floors were so rotted, and then it has this cross support with the drive shaft hoop, and then there's also a steel tube just like these in along there. You can kind of see it poking out of the rocker right here, and then it's all tied into the factory. So we're going to start by getting our main hoop trimmed and fitted, so we're going to start working on that right now. So we have our main hoop in here, and since it is pre-bent, we're just kind of working with what we have, and I think we're going to go off of this main cross support, because that's really a lot of the strength in this car. And then I know for the rules you have to use a 6x6 plate for the cage for like drag racing and stuff like that. I think we're going to go here and maybe wrap it up to keep it at 6x6. So I'm going to put a plate. I think I'm going to make a cardboard cutout, and then we're going to measure from this plate up. Probably make it a little long, that way we can set it down in there, and then trim to fit. And then we'll have to keep these plates out and then lower the cage when we go to weld the rest of it. But for now I'm going to make a cardboard template, and then we can start making up some plates. And then also we already measured this, and it's already like 3 inches too long, so we're going to rough cut it and then try and fit it in there. So we got our main loop done, and not done, but at least cut to where we could fit it in here. But we can't lean it back anymore because this bar right here, this 1x1, we added this before we went on the rotisserie. That way when we cut the floor out, it still had a lot of strength, and the car didn't want to shift all around. But now that we have this thicker steel, this steel tubing in place from this side to that side, we should be good to cut it out. So I'm going to take the Sawzall, cut it off, and then we can start working and leaning this back. I think I want to match it to this B-pillar, and it'll give us more headroom, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I'm starting to make our platform for the main hoop, and so I use this cardboard. It's a lot cheaper than messing your metal up, so I just went ahead and traced out a piece that would fit there. If we did a full piece back there, that's what it looked like. I just cut it out, and then it's going to be almost flush here. So I traced that out. The kit comes with these square panels right like this, 6x6. So I wanted to utilize this full piece because that's part of the rule books. So I traced it out like this. I laid it over top and I traced it, and even though it has a curve in it, I just went ahead and went over to our brake, clamped it, and then I bent it just like that. So that's going to be our one piece that goes right here. And then we're going to weld it all the way around and then make a box that goes down in here. And then once it's welded, you can heat this up, hammer it to the shape to the body. So that's going to be our piece. We're going to replicate that on this side, and then we'll have our main hoop. So we're not going to weld these in till we get our cage welded. That way we are able to drop our cage down and weld all the way around. It won't be as bad, I don't think, with the T-tops. That'll give us a little room, but yeah, we're gonna make sure everything fits, weld the roll cage up, and then slide this back in, weld this in, then weld the roll cage to it. That way you have more room to weld. So we're gonna replicate this on that side, and then we're gonna keep going. Alright, so we went ahead and made our plates and bent them to the body, and I tacked them in, that way stuff's not moving around on us. And then we cut our main hoop. We had to cut it down 4 or 5 inches and then cut it on an angle to match our B-pillar. And so we got these clamps keeping it for now, but then I went ahead and tacked it. So this cage, this part of the cage is got a gap, a little bit, finger gap. It probably is a little tight. I'm sure if you were doing a full interior, you'd want probably 1/4 inch or maybe more, probably 1/2 inch gap. But for now, we're going to do the halo. So we use this ratchet strap technique to keep it up, and that way you're kind of hands-free. We still have to notch this halo out to fit on this main hoop, but we're going to do that. We just wanted to test fit it. It does look like it's fitting pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and try and notch it and then get it fitting up as tight as we can. We're still gonna try and use these T-tops, so we might have to make custom latches, but for now it's coming along pretty nice. So we're gonna notch these out and keep going. So I just got done tacking the halo in. We use these ratchet straps to keep it up, and then I pulled it tight to the main loop with another ratchet strap. I just tacked it for now, and then we're going to get our down bars and figure out what the best placement with that. Being that they're pre-bent, we might not have the best fitment, but we're going to make it work. So we're trying to notch it out with the flap disc and figure out where we can get this down bar to fit. A little bit more on the bottom. Alright guys, so we just got our down bars notched and tacked on there. As you can see, just tacked here and in that corner. We tried to make it as symmetrical as we could, but we had to hammer out on the firewall to get it to clear our clutch pedal assembly linkage up top. I don't know if you guys can see, and then it's pretty tight here, and then it should go down to the floor where we don't have our crossbar in yet, but I do have this piece of metal that's the same thickness and same tubing as our frame rail, and that's gonna go down right in between here, and then we'll weld our 6x6 plate to that, and then the cage should be set. I don't want to weld these in yet till we can drop the cage, fully weld it, and then we'll put these in, and we'll make our final cut, straight cut on this piece here. As far as the dash with this, we're just gonna notch the dash out so it'll slide in after we cut all this out, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. We're gonna have to refinish the dash anyways. It's cracked like most Datsun dashes, so we'll probably do a video on just redoing the dash. But as far as the roll cage goes, I think that's gonna be it for this video. We got our main hoop, our halo, and down bars. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it helped if you're doing a 280zx cage. This is the S30 Jegs cage, so I can post a link of that below. But in the next video, we'll finish this up and keep moving forward on this Datsun. So hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button. Please subscribe for more on the build. And yeah, comment what you guys think. Peace.